Hi, I'm Darren, and I'm going to give a quick review and an overview of the Fiio Snowsky portable high-resolution audio player, which has just arrived to me from China just about an hour ago. So you're seeing it for the first time just as much as I am. I'm so excited. Now, I would like to explain to you that the reason that I'm doing this review is because I'm probably one of the first people to get this thing. Okay, so it looks kind of like it's meant for an 8-year-old, which I'm not. So there's a seal you have to break open, and then you get the booklet. Now, what was impressive is that they have actually provided documentation in multiple languages on how to work this thing, getting a firmware upgrade and so forth, and they have a code in there so that if you want to scan it on your phone and get the more robust information you can, but it's good. This is a really good starter point. Then they give you these stickers. I guess you can apply them over your player, which I'm never going to do. And I guess all that's the legal gibberish, right, in different languages. And then we get to the good stuff. Here we go. So you get your player wrapped up nicely in protective skin. Let me take that off. There we go. And there's our player. They give you a USB-C cable. Charger cable. See? So as you can see, it's really small dimension-wise. It's about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. It's square, and thickness is about 1/2 inch. As you can see, it doesn't weigh much at all. The fact that this player holds 2 terabyte cards is fantastic. During the pandemic, I ripped my music collection of CDs to Apple lossless audio codec. And it ended up being a little over a terabyte. But since then, I've collected many hundreds more gigs of music, and I really want to be able to take it wherever I go. So this is kind of makes it easy. This is my other player, my Sony. This is the NWZX507. Boy, that rolls right off the tongue, huh? But it only holds 1 terabyte cards. And I mean, it's robust for sure. This is a real serious player. But again, the 1 terabyte is the clincher. And this was so inexpensive. I figured, what the hell? I mean, if it'll last a couple of years, it'll be fine. So this was just a joy. For me, technologically, this feels like it's just an extraordinary accomplishment that Fiio has done. When I'm on the road, I use my Westtones W60s in-ear monitors, and these don't need much power to be driven, and they're quite good for what I need. Now, I love over-ears monitors and so forth, big things like that, but again, this is specifically for travel, and portability is the essence of what I'm looking for. So this and this, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I put it in a pocket, take it on a plane, no problem. So let's go through the menus. I'm going to turn it on. I'm holding my finger down on the top button right there. There's a power button, and it boots up. Snowsky. And there are the menu options. Browse files. And I want to tell you that it's extremely responsive to the touch. I'm very impressed. It's very much like an iPhone in terms of its responsiveness, which I cannot say is true for the prior Fiio products that I've owned. So this digital audio player is good. Now you can see there are settings here. I'll go through them. So it defaults into pure tone mode for music, which is good. And they recommend you leave it for that. Right. Now you slide with your thumb this way to get back to the main menu settings. Here's system settings. Charging optimization, which is good. I'm gonna leave that on. Brightness, I've got it defaulted to halfway, seems to be plenty. Then there's screen off time. It's whatever default you want, right? And sleeping capabilities, right? Screen rotation. Here's something that's unique about this player because it's square. Now, if your orientation is 0, your rotation, that means your volume up and down will be on the right and your USB port will be on the bottom. But if you change that, let's say you go to 180, now you rotate the player. It just means your screen orientation will be flipped over, but it also now means is that your ports will be on the top, right? And your volume will be on the left. So let's say you're a lefty and you want it to be there. You can. Now it's fine. It doesn't matter, right? In the sense that you've now just changed the orientation of where the ports are, but the screen stays the same. You couldn't do this on a rectangular player is my bottom line. This makes a lot more sense on a squared off player. You can put the ports and the volume control on any side that you want, respectively, right? Clever. playback theme, you can have the front cover of your artwork of your music that's playing will default, and your artwork appears within the circle. Now, of course, your artwork is square, so what happens is that the corners get cropped off, and you see what's ever in the ring of the circle. Otherwise, it'll show you a vinyl record if you wish. The resolution of the screen is good, and again, the responsiveness is excellent. Now, there's an animation, meaning your artwork will spin and rotate as if it were like on a CD, but slowly. I just left it to still. I kind of found it to be obnoxious. I just want to see the artwork. Going back, languages, and there are system updates, and it'll do through a Wi-Fi network. And there's the Wi-Fi network. It found mine very easily. And then there's Bluetooth options, so it will do Bluetooth to some other device. And then you have your playback settings, playback mode, right? None of this is unusual. This is all very much the same as you would find on other digital audio players that Fiio has put out. So that's cool. So it's pretty easy if you've had one of these devices, another Fiio device, you'll get into this thing really quickly. It's good. I mean, now I can browse files. So here's the music on my SD card, and I just scan through. One caveat is I really would prefer to see the artwork of my albums as an option, as a way to find the music, my albums, but you only get that list. So, pick jazz. Here's some music here. And so anyway, I'll play a song, and it'll give you the track information right there. See that? I guess it has lyrics. And there's the artwork, which I'd say is very good. It's very clear, but you can see the corners are cut off. I mean, you get the point, though. And I'm sliding with my finger in each direction to... this is to the main menu. Now there's Bluetooth, defaults to the home. So as you can see, it's quite intuitive. I've picked it up very quickly, and you will too. So here are the pluses to this unit. Obviously, the first thing is it's extremely inexpensive. I mean, holy cow, what you get for less than about $100 is amazing. Secondly, it's extremely portable. Lightweight, it fits in a pocket easily, and it's no exaggeration to say that you could take it anywhere on pretty much any occasion. It has a really great interface. They laid out the buttons intuitively. The screen is very responsive to touch, so it's great. Minuses, it does not have gapless playback, which means that if you're listening to something like a concert, when it's supposed to go from one track to the next where you're hearing just, like, for example, applause between the two tracks, you will hear a slight gap in audio, which is unfortunate. Secondly, for me, it's a big bummer that I cannot search through this player looking at the artwork that I have. I would prefer not only be able to look at the text, but if I want that option of just flipping through and sorting, with my finger and seeing what albums I have visually, that would help me a lot. Well, I hope my review has given you some insight into this player in terms of how it works and my initial reaction to it. The one thing I obviously have not covered very much is the sonics. To me, it sounds very, very good, but that's for your ears to decide. Overall, I would say that I'm happy with this. It's a keeper. I understand that this might not be my final digital audio player. There may be another one in my future, but for what I need and for what it does, it's fantastic. I'm really excited to welcome this, my fourth digital audio player, into my life. Thanks for watching.